Hi sweet treats, this is All of the Sticks and welcome back to Dear YouTuber. I've wanted to do this YouTuber for a little bit. I would be kind of afraid to actually do a project with him because, as you may know or may not know, I am quite tone deaf. So that's avoided me from wanting to either sing it doesn't really stop me from singing while I'm playing games, but it does stop me from like coming up to do more YouTubers that sing and do stuff like that, because I'm more confident in my acting skills than I am with my singing skills. If you guys want me to sing, I can sure try. Probably get permission from another source, so I wouldn't be doing like a big song like um, Kesha or something like. I don't even know Kesha very well. And sorry for my sorry. There we go, much better. Sorry guys, I'm just working with my camera right now. My camera stand seemed to have been lost or stolen, which is very sad. But keep going. I wanted to do this one because I have a lot of his songs and it hasn't stopped me from attempting to sing them at any given time. I have them all on my little iPod. Um, I won't show it to you now because there's a video on it that I was watching earlier. But I've wanted to do him for a little bit of time because I would like to work with him for other projects, not necessarily for singing. I would love to be able to converse with him and see like what kind of training he's gone through, anything else that he wants to do with his talents, especially being on YouTube and working with other YouTubers now that he is in LA. But I want to be able to get this taken care of. So without further ado, dear Jon Cozart, aka Paint, subscribe! Or paint, because I can't think of damn as you just figured out. Dear John. Well, it wouldn't be necessarily a Dear John. I guess it would be a Dear John letter, but it's not a bad one. I would. I do listen to your songs a lot. It's amazing how you would write them and then and everything that you've done with them. One of my favorites is the boy band one, because it's all of the songs that I know as a kid, and all of the parodies I've known from almost the exact same songs, and then twisting it on its head again. That's what you basically do. You're just flipping a coin every single second, and when it lands in your middle, you're like, that's what we're gonna do. But you always have that skill of when you're flipping the coin, it always seems to land right on smack dab in the middle. It's part heads, part tails, all sorts of fun. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. And that's what you did with After 1 and 2. It's the first ones I was introduced. One of my friends came up and was like, you gotta see the sticks. This is hilarious. You love Disney movies. You can quote them as much as possible. You can quote songs. You gotta watch this guy. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. And when I started hearing the songs, I was about to start singing with them, and then I heard like the words that were going with them, like, wow, this is amazing. Who is this guy? I was like, oh yeah, he goes on the channel Paint. Like, you should definitely look into his stuff. And I did, and one of my relatives came up and she heard one of the songs. She heard the Glee audition that you did with. Oh gosh, I want to try and say all of the songs, but I can't remember all of the ones that you did. But she listened to it and she continually, every single time I see her, do you play that song for me? Or she'll ask for Cups, the Cup song that I cannot seem to figure out the pattern for. But she wants to do that one too, and we sing it together. And we laugh with how funny they are, how funny other songs are that I'm letting her watch. I let her watch her listen to, and she just loves that, and she likes singing with them. It's something that's fun for kids and both kids and adults, or those who want to have that really backflip humor, like I did. Like, you probably know that with the last year YouTuber, my backflipping comedy styles that I really like. And just like thinking about everything that you do, it's really fun, and it's something that I would like to see where you come up with your ideas, because I have seen oh yeah, I came up with this idea because I thought it would be funny, or I saw this in the news and I decided well, it'll be a good song to make for it. And some of the things, like the most recent one that you let out, I'll actually put it in I'll put it down in the description. It was the kind of like the political views of Hillary, Bernie, and Donald. And I was watching and that's that's scarily apt, and it's very harshly informative. And it's something that it's crazy how much people can get from. I mean, I always take everything that I hear and see with a grain of salt, but it's still it's a good entertainment that I can watch and be yeah, yeah, and I can still I can still laugh about it, and I can still tell people oh yeah, by the way, have you watched the movie Villain Medley? It's one actually the movie Villain Medley is the first one that I actually really loved, because it included everybody, and the songs that you parodied off of were amazing. It followed the beat, the lyrics, the whole flow of the song followed the flow of the original. I thought it was so funny how all of that kind of melded together in the way that the way you do your parody songs does that. It still flips the coin, but it has that perfect balance, or almost perfect balance, of being the same tone as the original song, but having your own spin, your own words, and everything on that. It's really quite awesome. There's just another reason I would like to work with you, what goes through your mind when you hear these things, or how would you match them, would be my questions more, the ones I would actually ask you by answering, if you could answer them. But it's pretty awesome what you do for this, which makes everything else that you do with um, other YouTubers, other groups. It makes it amazing that you're huh, this is a good idea. Let's do this. Or why don't we all try this one? And that is really fun, and it's really I don't want to use the same words, but it is very admirable. And I continually sing. I can't sing with dang, but it doesn't stop me from just while I'm walking down, I start singing one of my favorite songs, or I'll start doing a little dance and do something else, and it's a lot of fun. Something that I enjoy doing, and something that I hope that you guys enjoy. That eventually I'll be the ones that working with paint. Yeah, I'm gonna sing very badly, but I hope that's the point of this song. Or being able to give me pointers okay, then why don't you try using this tone or instead of this one, or try hitting this octave instead of that one. I would be more than open to try it and see how far it would take me for doing those different things. It'd be fun to do and fun to play around with. So it would be amazing to work with you. It wouldn't be the gaming things that I would like to do, but it would probably, unless you wanted to do some gaming, and then that'd be a blast. The more the merrier, to try and get as many singers as I can. Just do a whole musical gameplay. You're not allowed to actually speak while you're playing the game. You have to sing. That would be a good idea. Any big YouTubers or anybody who likes to play in groups, think of that. That's a really fun idea, just to okay guys, we're gonna be playing Dead by Daylight. The only problem is none of us can talk. We all have to sing. You cannot sing. If you're gonna scream, you have to scream. If you're gonna say F you to somebody, you're gonna sing it. And just having such a blast with that. I just imagined like Cards Against Humanity with Chilled and the Derp Crew singing everything. Please, Derp Crew, if you're watching, please do that. I'm so sorry. But that would be like amazing. That it would that that's why I like Jon, because I can think of this stuff while like thinking about everything that he does. And so I have to give you mad props for helping my crazy creative mind. And I really hope we could do something in the future where I would be able to we could be able to play around with these concepts and try and bend them or put them in a way that we want them to be. And I'm sorry that just like that turned like completely random for a second, but that's so funny. Okay, but yeah, you have to keep doing what you're doing because you always look happy when you're doing it, albeit tired, but you're still having a blast doing what you're doing, and it's very cool. So thank you, Tom. Don't thank you, Jon. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jon, for everything that you've done with YouTube, and for the things that you're going to be doing outside of YouTube, especially the comedy shows, and everything like that. It would be very fun to watch and embrace in the future. So thank you, and keep being awesome. From all of the sticks. I'm sorry that got like a little out of hand, but that was just like it just flashed in my mind, and I couldn't help but have to like explain it because that would be amazing if that actually happened. But I would rather. I'm so sorry, Jon, that I had to do that. But anyway, everybody else, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe and see even more, push the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns, requests, anything of the like, put it down in the comment section below the description. I will read them all and respond to them in kind. Have the best day that you want to have, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye!